Good morning, everybody. My name is Monique, and I'm going to share with you all my experience with my English literacy skills, how I improved, and my struggle with it. I first want to start off about I had to admit that I had a problem with my English literacy skills, and I wanted to do something about it. I used to be too embarrassed to read aloud in class. I used to be scared to write papers and let other people read what I wrote. And read what I wrote as far as the soothingness of my handwriting and also my grammar and my vocabulary. It took a while for me to build my vocabulary because I wasn't reading books outside of class. I thought my work was okay, but I didn't think it was better than my peers. So I'm gonna talk about my penmanship, my vocabulary, and my spelling skills. In the third grade, I always moved a lot, so I ended up going to three different schools when I was in the third grade. The first school I was at, I was just beginning to transition from cursive writing and print, and it takes a while for like a third grader to start writing. The second school I went to, they didn't have to start writing in cursive yet. It probably wasn't implemented until like the fifth grade. When I went to my last and final school, you was already in the third grade. You was already supposed to know how to write in cursive, and I'm like, wow. So I missed the whole training of how to write in cursive. I missed, and all of that, all the moving and stuff put a damper on my eye soothing writing skills. When I got to middle school, um, I noticed that other kids was reading books outside of the books that was read in class. And I was like, I don't know how y'all can read other books, and books just seem so boring, just watch a movie. So then I was introduced in my class the Buford handbook. I really liked the Buford handbooks. They really had reality situations in them, and they was very interesting. I was like, wow, books like this do exist that has my interest. So we wasn't able to finish the whole series, and I think the series was about 15, 12 or 15 books. And so after that, I was like, well, why not finish it? So over the summertime, I finished all the books from the Bruford Handbook by going to the library, and also my mother purchased some of the books for me. So I was ready to start reading books outside of class. And also by reading, I realized words is not spelled the same way that they sound. So from reading throughout middle school and at the beginning of high school, I was reading books outside of the classroom, and that way my vocabulary was building because I was learning new words, and if I seen a word in a book that I didn't know, I would look it up, and it was real fun. So yes, by 11th grade, those three problems were solved. My writing skills improved because I realized in high school I have to take notes in class, and when I got home, I was like, "What did I write? What do they say?" So, so when I got home, I reread my notes and wrote them over neatly, 'cause and the second thing is my spelling skills, and that improved because as I was reading books, if I didn't know a word or how it would sound, I would look it up online or in the dictionary to see like how the word is sound out, or if I knew the word, I wanted to know what it meant. And the last but not least, my vocabulary skills improved because, like I was saying, as I was reading, I would look the words up and learn new words. And I would also the words that I did know, I would try to use it in a sentence during my daily conversations. So like sometimes people would look at me like, "Did you really just use that word in a regular conversation?" And I was like, I just learned a new word and I'm excited about it. So it was fun, and all of that got erased in the 12th grade. In the 12th grade, I just thought all my improvement went down the drain because I had the worst teacher ever. I'm not going to say her name. I'm going to keep it confidential because I'm not the type of person that talk about people. But boy, did she get on my nerves. She was always asking me, "Oh, you need to rewrite this." And I didn't have a computer at home. And by the time I got in the 12th grade, computers was real important, and we had to type up everything. So she was like, "Oh, you need to type this over. You need to type that over." And my mother was like, "You need to be in the house at this time." So when I would go to the library after school, it's like I didn't really have enough time to type the paper. And plus, then I thought I was doing good, with the papers that I was writing. And she was like, "What is this? You're using like and good. You need to use more grade level words." And I was like, "Yeah, true," but I'm like, don't talk to me like that. Like, come to me and say, the words that you're not using can improve. Try to use more words. She was like, "What is this? You was not." And I was like, "Really?" So it was a struggle in the 12th grade trying to pass her class. All my other classes was easy as pie. Not easy, but it was regularly challenging. But her class, she was just so mean. I remember one time, like she always would get smart with me, and I'm like, "What did I do to this lady?" She always gets smart with me. It was like, can you read aloud? So when I'm reading, she'll be like, sound the word out, instead of saying, I mean, not telling me what the word was, but just saying it in a more nice way. I don't want to be embarrassed, because I'm reading a word and I don't know. But I ended up passing her class and I graduated high school. And then I got to Bowie State and was just so discouraged about English. And when I first got there, I had took English 101. I don't remember any of my teachers' names, but we basically had to, like, our final essays were under, um, it was under a time limit, whereas though you have to write this paper in an hour and you have to write it by hand. And I'm like, okay. I was like, it's a process of writing a paper. I can't just, and also, maybe if I knew what I was writing about, a couple of days in advance, I can prepare for a essay that I have to write in 60 minutes. But if I don't know what's about to happen and I'm just coming in there brand new, I don't know how to write a paper right off bat. So the papers that I wrote in the class, I got like B's and C's on, a couple of A's, but at the end of the day, I failed the class with a D, and you can't pass English with a D. And so I took it twice, and I failed it both times. And I was like, I'm not gonna do my English until it's time for me to graduate. So now I'm supposed to be graduating in May. Oh, class 2014. But I'm supposed to be graduating in May, so I was like, okay, it's time to buckle down and do something about this English. So I was like, well, maybe I need to take it by itself. So at first I was going to take this class in the fall, but I was like, let me take it in the summertime so I can have time to, just focus on this one class. And lo and behold, I have Monique Akasi as a teacher. And so far it's been great. And I'm ready to learn more things. We're on our way to class. Man, Josie, do you know, when I was younger, my English skills improved a lot.
Wow.
It really did. At first I was scared to read out loud in class, and I was just, I didn't read books outside of my class. I was just horrible. I was just trying to get by. And then, maybe like all the way up to 11th grade, I was good.
Wow.
Everything had improved. I had improved my vocabulary and everything. It was fun.
Monique, do you remember that teacher you used to hate in class?
Yeah, she got on my nerves. She ruined everything for me. She was just so annoying. You remember how she always used to say, you need to do this paper over. Why is you using this elementary school work and all of this?
She's on your nerves every time.
Every day, yes. Yes.
It's story now.
Yes, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Now we in Monique Akasi class, and I'm so excited to learn about English all over again.
I'm really excited too. I really love her. Yes, I'm really excited too.